Hi, Karen. Thanks so much for joining me today. You have just completed the course, the Simple SEO course. How did you get on with it?
Well, I found it very, very informative. I learned loads. I mean, I wouldn't say I'm not a technical person, but I do have some idea when it comes to using computers and that. But I never realised how much there was to the search side of things, and and that's what that showed me. I know I've been on your simple course, the one that you do on
The
every Wednesday, but
challenge, yes.
the
And
challenge, that's it. And yes, what it was just nice to get a better understanding, a more in-depth understanding of what to do. My only issue, as I've said, is that I'm trying to action that, but I would highly recommend anyone to do the course. And I've already seen I did manage week one to do your spreadsheet and to do that. And I have actually, in Coulsdon, I am now number one if you type Celebrants in Coulsdon.
good.
So that, and I
Yeah.
was number four. So whatever I've done, I've obviously been picking at bits. It has
Good.
worked in my local area. So next goal is obviously moving on Croydon. I think Surrey's a big one, but you never
Yeah, you
know.
never know. You can do it. I'm sure you can do it. I'm sure you can be up there. So it's just working your way through and being found in your local area for the type of ceremonies that you want to be found for. And that's what search engine optimization is all about, is just tweaking bits here and there and really understanding which each element is. And when you've done each of those elements, it just starts moving you up the ranking slowly,
Yeah.
slowly until you get found for what you want to get found for.
And also what I found was the way you explained it was very in layman's terms. So it was easy to understand,
Good.
and coming on weekly, which fortunately I managed to do, having the weekly sessions was useful for answering questions, and also having that ability to go back and access those
Yes.
videos, because sometimes there's a lot of information to take in, and whilst you write notes sometimes you can't digest everything, and so being able to go back and look on the portal and to then maybe do it at a slower pace
Yeah, absolutely.
is great, and the fact that you continually update that, and we have that, or I have that for lifetime, is superb,
Yeah.
and so that really means a lot. So yeah, I think it's great value for money. The course was exceptional value for money, and
Thank you.
I think it's good to learn your own skills as
Yeah.
well, rather than rely on perhaps a host or someone who's doing that for you.
Did you
So
write your own website? Remind me, did you write your own
no,
website?
no, I paid for Sophie Easton, actually, True Promise Design. So she is part of the AOI. I don't know that I would have been able to, although having done this course now, it might be something I could have attempted. However, I did pay for someone to design my website. But now that I've done this, there's a few things that I want to change, but it's given me the confidence to be able to go in and change that.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And
Yeah.
websites are evolving, as your brand changes, your website evolves. You either need someone that you can go to tweak your website with your guidance, because then you know what you want from a website. But
Absolutely.
also what you want from your SEO point of view, what you want to be found for, that all helps. So, even if you've done it yourself, your website, you can, it constantly evolves and changes. I know mine has, in the years that I've been doing Celebrants, my website has changed, my brand has changed, as I've evolved as a celebrant. So that always is
Yeah.
amazing. And either, it doesn't matter whether you need someone else to update the website for you or whether you're doing it yourself. As long as you understand what each element is doing, then you can understand what you want
Yeah.
changed. And that's, hopefully I've given you some of those tools that.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, I had no idea about headers, when we were talking about headers, the H1, H2, all of those sorts of things. Yes, they were on my website, but I didn't have any idea about it. It just looked like a pretty font to me.
Yeah.
It didn't have any meaning, but now I understand that there's obviously more to it than just, oh, that looks pretty, or that
Yeah.
that looks, aesthetically, it's more than just looking nice.
Yeah, it's got to
It
work
has a
for you. Your
purpose.
website has to work for you.
Absolutely. And I realised that whilst I had someone design and it's great, it's a lovely website, there is improvements in my wording. And that was that, like you say, with the titles, what words thinking about your audience, thinking about making yourself visible. And I think, yeah, there's work to do on mine. But then, the lady, she was amazing, who designed it. Obviously, she wasn't thinking she's more generic as a website, not thinking as me as my person. She doesn't know what way my business wanted to
absolutely.
go. So yeah, so it's it was really good from that perspective as well.
Good. Well, thank you, Karen. Thank you so much for taking part in the in the actual course itself, and well done for improving your site, because it has improved already, and I know there's a lot more that you want to do. So well done.
Yeah, thank you.